There's something unforgettable about a story that refuses to let go of your heart. For millions of fans, Outlander has been exactly that kind of story, a sweeping, time-twisting romance that has carried us across centuries, heartbreaks, and battles. But now, as we stand at the edge of its final season, a single question burns brighter than ever. How will it all end for Jamie and Claire Fraser? The wait has been long, painfully long, and the news from Starz only made it tougher. The 8th and final season of Outlander won't arrive until after the 2025 TV schedule wraps up. That means fans who've been loyal since the very first episode in 2014 are facing one last stretch of anticipation. But even though the wait feels endless, the universe of Outlander hasn't gone quiet. Not at all. Because just when fans thought they'd be left in the dark, San Diego Comic-Con 2025 brought an unexpected spark, the very first footage from Outlander Season 8. It wasn't just a teaser. It was a moment drenched in emotion, nostalgia, and mystery. A love letter to the past and a haunting reminder that not all stories end neatly. The teaser did more than hint at the journey ahead. It opened the door to questions that have lingered since the very beginning. Whispers of fate. Visions of ghosts. And the one mystery that has haunted Claire since she first fell through the stones, who is the spirit that watches over her? But before diving deep into the teaser itself, there's something else that electrified the crowd at Comic-Con, a surprise that made every fan's heart skip. Because sometimes, it's not the images that move you most. It's the sound. And that sound came in the form of one of the most iconic themes in television, the Sky Boat song. When Raya Yarrow, the voice behind the original theme, appeared live on stage, it felt like a time machine opened right in front of everyone. That familiar melody rose through the air, carrying memories of Scotland's hills, the wars fought, and the love that refused to die. For long-time viewers, it was more than a song. It was a homecoming. But to understand the depth of that moment, we have to look at what Outlander represents. At its heart, it's always been about two souls defying the rules of time. Claire and Jamie have endured war, loss, separation, and destiny itself. Season after season, they've found their way back to each other. And now, as their final chapter approaches, every heartbeat of the show feels heavier. The teaser for Season 8 doesn't rush into new plots. Instead, it slows down, almost reverently, to look back. Scenes flash like memories, old battles, gentle embraces, farewells whispered in candlelight. It's a collage of everything that made the story what it is. Each frame feels like a farewell letter written in fragments. Yet, in between those moments of reflection, sharp flashes of the future appear. A shadowed Jamie standing in fog. A flicker of time unraveling. And the faint echo of Claire's voice, calling into the unknown. Nothing is explained, and that's what makes it impossible to look away. Frustration is part of the thrill, that's the game teasers play. They don't tell you what's coming. They make you crave the truth. And this one does it perfectly. The most striking part of all is how the years have shaped the faces we've loved. Sam Heughan and Katrina Balfe have aged gracefully both on and off the screen, and the production team has handled their transformation with breathtaking care. It's believable. It's human. You see the time etched into their expressions, but it never takes away from their chemistry. If anything, it deepens it. Sam's appearance at the Comic-Con stage was a stark contrast to his on-screen self. The man who stood before fans, polished, confident, modern, looked worlds apart from the rugged Highland warrior he portrays. And that difference only highlighted how extraordinary his character journey has been. But beneath the surface, one truth lingers: the timeline of Outlander is running out of places to hide. The danger, the heartbreak, the unanswered questions, they're all circling back to where it began. And if the show's long history of symbolism means anything, Season 8 could be where everything comes full circle. The ghost. The prophecy. The fate of Jamie Fraser. The teaser may not have confirmed anything outright, but fans know the signs. The series has been foreshadowing Jamie's ghost since the pilot episode. That haunting image, the one Claire saw before she ever touched the stones, has been waiting for an answer. And now, all signs point toward that revelation finally arriving. Still, there was one thing missing that left fans both excited and restless. The teaser never showed the moment Claire saw Jamie's spirit in the 1940s, a moment that has haunted viewers for years. Leaving it out felt like an unfinished sentence. But maybe that was intentional. Because sometimes, what isn't shown can be more powerful than what is. The energy surrounding Outlander right now feels different. It's not just excitement, it's the quiet tension that comes when you know an ending is near. Fans have lived with these characters for more than a decade, and every new detail carries emotional weight. Each rumor, every photograph from the set, even a glimpse of Sam Heughan's new look becomes fuel for speculation. At San Diego Comic-Con, that speculation exploded. The footage revealed Jamie like we've never seen him before. Older, yes, but stronger in a way that time itself can't weaken. There's a gravity in his presence now, a quiet acceptance that his story is nearing its final test. The years have worn him, but they've also forged him into something indestructible. And that transformation mirrors what the show itself has become. Outlander began as a romantic fantasy, but now, it feels like an epic reflection on time, love, and destiny. The characters aren't just surviving history, they're shaping it. That's what makes every whisper about Jamie's ghost so haunting. It's not just about death. It's about purpose. Longtime viewers remember that first vision Claire had, a shadowed figure watching her from the distance. For years, fans have debated whether it was a dream, a premonition, or something far deeper. Theories tied it to the stones, to faith, to fate. And now, with the final season approaching, those theories are no longer whispers. They're promises waiting to be fulfilled. But this isn't just Jamie's story anymore. Claire's journey, her mysterious connection to time itself, might hold the key to everything. Why was she chosen? Why did the universe bend its rules for her? Those questions have lingered since season 1, and the teaser suggests that the answers are finally within reach. The Outlander universe, though, isn't content to end quietly. The arrival of the prequel, Blood of My Blood, has changed everything. It's more than a companion show, it's a bridge. By exploring the lives of Jamie and Claire's parents, it's building the foundation of fate that shaped their children's paths. And it's not lost on fans that this prequel is premiering before the final season of Outlander. That means one story will begin as the other ends, their timelines overlapping like echoes across generations. This decision feels deliberate, almost poetic. It means the answers might not come only from the future, but also from the past. Fate, after all, doesn't travel in straight lines. In the Outlander universe, it circles back, repeating until the truth is revealed. Even the prequel's title, Blood of My Blood, carries that idea. It's about legacy. It's about how love, loss, and sacrifice ripple through generations. And it hints that what's happening to Jamie and Claire isn't random. It's part of something much larger. When the Blood of My Blood trailer dropped, fans immediately began connecting the dots. Details from the early Frasers and Beecham's lives mirrored scenes from the main series. The symbolism was impossible to ignore, flowers that reappeared, names that carried meaning, choices that echoed centuries later. Suddenly, all the small mysteries scattered across the seasons began to feel like one long thread, weaving the past and the present together. One of the most intriguing theories surrounds those forget-me-not flowers Claire found near Cray na Dun back in season 1. They weren't native to Scotland, and that small detail sparked endless debates. Who placed them there? Why were they there at that exact spot? Were they a signal meant just for her? The new prequel now gives that moment fresh context. Some believe it was Claire's mother who left them, a hidden sign across time. Others think it might be connected to Jamie's father or even something more mystical, like the spirit world guiding her destiny. The truth remains buried in time, but for the first time, the series is showing that fate in Outlander isn't accidental. It's orchestrated. The connection between generations adds emotional depth to every decision Claire and Jamie make. When Claire looks into Jamie's eyes, she's not just looking at the man she loves, she's looking at centuries of choices, love stories, and sacrifices that brought her there. And as the final season approaches, it's clear the show plans to honor that entire lineage. Even with so many answers beginning to form, there's still one looming uncertainty that fans can't escape. What happens to Jamie Fraser? Does he survive, or has his fate been sealed since the first ghostly moment we ever saw him? Every piece of marketing material, every line in the teaser, feels like it's leading us toward that final revelation. And if the writers have done their job right, that moment won't just close the story, it will redefine everything that came before. The parallels to Game of Thrones are impossible to ignore. That show struggled under the weight of an unfinished book series. But Outlander has taken a smarter path. By developing Blood of My Blood alongside its conclusion, it's creating a two-part legacy, one story closing as another one begins. It's a kind of storytelling symmetry that fans rarely get to witness. What makes all of this more fascinating is how carefully the creators are handling time itself. Every season of Outlander has treated time travel not as a trick, but as a language, a way to express emotion and destiny. Season 8 looks ready to take that concept further than ever before. If the prequel shows why destiny formed, the finale will show how it fulfills itself. And somewhere in the space between those two stories, the full truth of Jamie and Claire's love will finally be revealed. Not as a tragedy, but as a cycle, love that endures, reborn again and again through the people who come after them. As Outlander nears its end, one truth becomes impossible to ignore: no matter how the story concludes, it has already changed television forever. Few shows have carried their audience through such an intimate journey of love, loss, and fate across time. And now, that journey stands on the edge of its most emotional moment yet. Every detail in the teaser, every whisper from the cast, every symbol hidden in plain sight feels deliberate. This isn't just another season, it's the culmination of everything Outlander has been building toward since the very first time Claire stepped through the stones. The circle is closing. The story that began with a woman torn between two times is finally finding its way back to where it began. But what makes this ending so fascinating is that it's not just about closure. It's about meaning. From the very start, Outlander has asked one powerful question: can love truly defy time? Season 8 seems ready to answer that once and for all. Jamie's ghost, the moment that began all the speculation, is no longer just a mystery. It's a promise. That no matter where the story goes, love doesn't vanish, it transforms. It becomes memory, energy, spirit. The image of Jamie watching over Claire in the 1940s might not be about death at all. It might be about connection, the kind that never breaks, even across centuries. That's what makes the idea of fate so central now. It's not cruel. It's not random. It's intentional. Every heartbreak, every reunion, every impossible choice that Jamie and Claire made, all of it might have been guided by something larger than both of them. Their love may not have been an accident. It may have been destiny's design from the very start. And the prequel, Blood of My Blood, is set to prove that. By diving into the lives of their parents, the original Frasers and Beechams, the series is weaving a tapestry of destiny that stretches across generations. The choices those ancestors made might be the very reason Jamie and Claire were ever meant to find each other. Their story becomes more than a romance. It becomes a legacy. The timing of the prequel's release, right before Season 8, couldn't be more poetic. It's like watching two mirrors facing each other, the past reflecting into the future, and the future answering the past. As Blood of My Blood premieres in August 2025 and Outlander follows in 2026, fans will experience that symmetry in real time. Two stories moving side by side, shaping each other's endings. There's also the matter of Claire's journey. From healer to time traveler to mother, she's always been the emotional compass of the show. Her strength never came from magic, it came from empathy. And as Season 8 approaches, the question becomes, will she finally understand why she was chosen to travel through time? The books hint at it. The series has teased it. Now, all signs suggest the answer is near. The mention of Master Raymond, the mysterious figure tied to Claire's abilities, is a thread fans have never forgotten. His cryptic words, his unexplainable knowledge, and his connection to Faith's possible survival, all of it suggests that the rules of time are far deeper than we understand. The final season might not give us every scientific answer, but it may reveal the emotional truth, that love itself is the real magic in this universe. And that's what makes Outlander different from every other time travel story ever told. It isn't about escaping history. It's about finding your place in it. Every battle, every heartbreak, every reunion has been a reminder that love, when it's real, transcends everything, even time itself. As the show prepares to say goodbye, fans know this won't just be another finale. It will be a moment that defines an era. And maybe that's why the creators are being so careful. They're not just closing a chapter. They're creating something timeless, a story that will echo long after the final episode fades to black. Because Outlander was never just about Jamie and Claire. It was about all of us, about our longing to believe that love can outlast the impossible. When Claire first heard the sound of the stones calling her name, it wasn't just her story beginning. It was a reflection of every person who has ever felt that pull towards something greater. So as we wait for Season 8, and for that final moment when the truth behind Jamie's ghost is finally revealed, one thing is certain. This isn't the end of Outlander. It's the beginning of its legend. Time may move forward. Worlds may change. But the love story of Jamie and Claire Fraser will remain, whispered through the highlands, carried by the wind, and remembered in the hearts of those who believed in it. And when the theme of the Sky Boat's song plays one last time, it won't just mark the end of a show. It will be a farewell to an era, a celebration of destiny, and a reminder that some stories never truly end. They simply find new ways to begin again.